Hey guys, welcome back to Overwatch. Overwatch is now back up. It went down sometime in December, and it's come back. Came back a couple of hours ago. What I'm going to bring you today is I'm going to bring you no gameplay today. Gameplay will probably be tomorrow or some other time. What I'm going to bring you is outside of the games, what's changed, what's new, and how everything's kind of different. The first thing I want to mention is there has been some balance changes. I haven't read all the patch notes entirely, but I know there has been some balance changes, some numbers tweaked here and there. But overall, the main things are the systems implemented outside of the game, or outside of the gameplay rather, and just everything's been improved drastically. So as you can see, there's some new options here. I'm going to go over them in a bit. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is the options menu. Now, if you remember, the options menu before was very rudimentary and you couldn't really change that much. It worked because, you know, it was an alpha or a beta or whatever it was, but now it's really come forward and it looks a lot different, as you can see. And it's just much better. There's all kinds of good options you can do here, and in the advanced sections, there's all kinds of nice stuff you can do here as well. So if you really want to, you can actually change everything. In fact, you know, I don't really want XA for that, so I probably shouldn't do that when I'm recording, but whatever. So yeah, everything's changed in terms of what options you can do. There's all kinds of sound stuff, loads of controls, loads of key bindings, loads of gameplay footage, loads of gameplay options, and then there's social stuff. Fanny filter, always off. I'm no child. Anyway. So that's that. It's a really cool little thing. I think it looks really nice as well. Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. I think it's a great step. They probably could add a few more options. Maybe options into gameplay and stuff like that. Maybe because I know there are some heroes that have very specific controlling mechanisms, and some people really don't like the way those heroes control. So might be kind of cool. I also think what would be cool, obviously I'm not sure this would be appropriate in this particular screen, but it would be cool if you could have specific key bindings on specific things. What I mean by that is, I know a lot of people have Widowmaker's jump on the left shift, and quite a lot of people switch that around, so the jump is on the E and the grenade is on the left shift. It's just little things like that. I know people could change that, but then you could have it. So I would kind of like it if you could add profiles for specific heroes, how the key bindings work. That's a very, very, very nitpicky thing. Not a big deal at all. So I want to bring you guys to play. Obviously there is going to be any gameplay, but now there's 3 options. So you can play the quick play, the standard game. I imagine they'll differentiate maybe between some kind of casual and ranked. Maybe, I don't know if they're going to be doing that. Not really a big deal to me at the moment. There's versus AI, which is great if you just want to practice try a hero, and of course there's custom games if you want to do all that kind of good stuff. Training's really cool, and I'm going to go over training in a little bit, but the thing I really like about training is they've added a little, in fact I'll show you, well I won't show you, but it's the practice range, so I'll go into that in just a second, but it's really, really cool, and it gives you all kinds of different things. You can try all new heroes and all kinds of stuff, but before that I want to quickly show you the career profile. So as you can see, I haven't played that much. I played a lot of Hanzo because Hanzo's my favourite character. I've actually only played 20 minutes because the game crashed a couple of times. Nothing to do with the game, entirely to do with my system. It's very, very, very stable. I know exactly what crashed it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and so this is what the stat screens look like these days. So you can see your averages, all your kinds of stuff, and these are general stats. So this is how many final blows or how many eliminations and all that kind of stuff you've made in your entire career. So these numbers are going to get really high, hence them being this much space here. You're going to get some crazy high numbers here, and I really like that. It's like what's the highest you've ever got in one game? How many do you average get per minute in game? Just really cool stuff like that. I like the different heroes you've got here, particularly with time played, and you can change it into all kinds of different stuff. I love stats, so this to me is amazing. I will say that the scoreboard doesn't seem to have changed too much, which is an issue that I personally have because I like stats, and I think a lot of people are going to go onto that and say, well, why don't you do the scoreboard? I don't think it's a big deal. I think that doing this is considerably more important than doing the scoreboard, and scoreboard is really just a weird little thing. Kind of a cool little thing, I guess, but I don't think it's that important. So obviously you've got stats here, and you can do it for all kinds of heroes. Just all kinds of cool stuff. Now here's the first bit of progression. So as you can see here, you now have a profile, and this is your profile picture. So I can change it if I want. I can put that one on, or whatever. Does it work? Yes, it does work. And of course, the really cool thing about this is there's all kinds of obvious things here. So this would probably be like, play 100 hours as Reaper, or play 100 hours as Tracer. Maybe not that many, but you know what I mean. But one of the things that's really cool is there's a picture of, I think this is Charism here, which is kind of strange. There's Garrosh Hellscream here. Looks like maybe Grom Hellscream or Varian Rin. There's a Lich King. There's Jaina. Just like there's all kinds of things that are in other games. So whether they're going to be portraits you get for doing specific things in other games or something, I don't know. Blizzard love doing that. Maybe they will. Really, really, really cool stuff. And just the art style. I think these all look really, really cool. So I think that's a nice little thing that you can do. So it's like a little avatar for your profile. yeah, that's what it is. So now, what I want to show you guys before I show you these two, which is what I know everyone's after, I'm gonna annoy you guys a little bit more by going into the practice range. Now, I really like this. It's the same thing as if you've seen me play Heroes of the Storm. You know I spend a lot of time in the try me mode. This is a very, very similar thing. Obviously, because you unlock all heroes by default, it doesn't really matter too much. But I really like this. I'm gonna go in as Tracer. If you've ever seen me play Tracer, you know that I suck as Tracer. But I just want to show you guys what this is all about. So these little robots here are things you can practice just shooting on. And you'll be amazed how helpful this is. It really lets you understand the feel of the character. These won't shoot at you, and you can do all kinds of crazy things. And there's little parkour sections over here, so if you want, you can blink about and test out all different heroes' ways of abilities. I need 2 jumps for this. No, I don't. And it's just a really cool little place. I think... Also, I found a little graphical glitch that I'm going to show you guys. I think this is meant to be under Watch Point. There it is over there, you see it? I think it's meant to be under Watch Point Gibraltar. I think Watch Point Gibraltar is meant to be up there somewhere, and this is like underneath it. Here's a little graphical glitch. Fix that, Blizzard, please. What is that? Why does the sea just end here? I imagine it's because they're using the skybox or something from Watch Point Gibraltar and it doesn't go around that far. Anyway, I think it's a really cool little area. I think it's a nice little touch they added it in. And it's great if you want to just practice new heroes or get good at something. So because it has everything really. It has moving platforms, so you can stand on those and try and shoot things to practice your shooting while moving. It has randomly moving bots, so you can practice shooting on bots that are moving. It has bots that will stand and shoot back at specific things, so you can see how people look. It has health packs, it has running spaces, it has a lot of high areas, which is something that I really like. Just nice little high areas that you can get to. And I think there is a little bit of, maybe not an Easter egg, but a definite... Oh, I blinked too far. Oh god, I hit it once too far. But there's a little thing over there, which I will get to eventually. This is how bad I am at Tracer. I can't seem to get it. Like, I should have stopped there, and I didn't. I clicked it once too many times. Ladies and gentlemen. So, where is it? It's over there. Okay, let's get it. I will get it this time, promise. Oh god, I've got to get all the way up there. How do I get up there? Up this way. I'm ruining this video, I apologise. So yeah, this area is really, really cool. It's great if you just want to practice a hero or two. I should probably have done this in Widowmaker. I made this first time in Widowmaker, and I thought, you know what, I'll be stylish and do it on Tracer. Bad idea. Finally, we made it. Okay, so I like this one. Before there was a lot more, I don't know why there's less. Oh, I knocked it all off, didn't I? Anyway, there's all kinds of rubbish and booze over here, so I imagine this like little chair area which people go to get drunk. Because, you know, you're much point of why wouldn't you get drunk? Because you have a job. Anyway, this is the little area. I thought it was pretty cool. If you want to try out a new hero, I recommend you try it. You can get to it by going into tutorial or practice and hitting into the practice range section, training in the practice range. Now, the big thing. They've added a massive amount of progression. All of it is cosmetic as far as I can tell, but it is really, really cool. So, this hero gallery. Every hero in the game. And if you click any of the heroes, let's take my favourite hero, where is he? Hanzo. You can have all kinds of different skins. And I don't know what these... I assume this little number next to them is some kind of currency which you need. Excuse me. And I imagine it is this that I have 0 of at the moment. And when you get 75, you can buy this skin. And as you can see, the skin is just a standard skin, just with a slight colour change to it. And of course, it gets more evident as you get a little bit more extreme. But these are just 4 different colour changes. Now, when you come down here, things start to get different. As you can see, this is a drastic colour change, and the physics does not like his little thing on the back of his hair there. But it is still very much the same kind of gear. It's just a different colour. But I still think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool that they have these more expensive, these like epic skins. If you look at it, if you've played World of Warcraft or any RPG ever, you'll know that the light blue or the blue is kind of rare, purple is epic, and orange is legendary. So as you can see, you've got these 2 skins which are kind of rare, but nothing too different. And then when you get into this much, they are entirely different skins. Like, this is young Hanzo, and I imagine maybe his voice might be different. I don't know, but just really, really cool stuff. And along with the skins, there's emotes you can do. So instead of your normal emote, which your character can do, unless you buy these, you do not have an emote. The emote section of the emote wheel is greyed out, but you can buy these, and then you can get all kinds of different emotes that you can do. I think that's really cool. Victory pose is what he does at the end of the game when you says that you've won. This is all the different poses you can select, all the different voices you can do. You can preview all these as well, which is nice.
Ignore all distractions. Step into the dojo.
So yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. You should be able to. Yeah, it's a really cool little touch. I really like it. Sprays. This is where things get really cool. So now they've added in a I don't want to call it Team Fortress 2-esque, but a kind of Source engine type thing, where you can spray. I haven't figured out how to do it in game. I've looked in the key bindings, haven't seen anything else to help me, but I haven't really scoured them too much. I wanted to get this recorded and done. But you can add cool little things. So you can, it's like a little spray that you can put around the map, or you can put somewhere to kind of say, hey, I was here. And there's all kinds of cool stuff you can put in, like Hearthstone emotes, sorry. Just, yeah, Siege mode, which is a nice little reference to the arcade machines in Hanamura. Just really, really cool stuff. And one of the really cool things is if you get your kill cam, if you get your play of the game, the little clip which is shown you doing it, you can get different ones. So before it says like, oh, play of the game is done by Mr. G playing Hanzo, it will just show this character just standing there doing a little pose. What you can get him to do is you can get him to do all kinds of crazy stuff before that happens. And some of them are ridiculous. Like that one is quite ridiculous, but some of them are really, really cool. And of course, if you spend ages doing your or playing your main character, you'll earn a lot of these, and you'll be able to equip them all. And they're just really, really cool stuff. Like some of the ones that Tracer gets, just really cool stuff. Yeah. And now the big thing is, how do you get these? Now, this is going to divide the crowd quite substantially. But we're going to do it anyway. So, there are these things called loot boxes. I have earned 2 of them so far. I've opened 1. And I was awarded both of them for leveling up. So your account has a level, which I'm sure you show in the stats page. It was at the bottom there. And when you level up from 1 to 2, you get a loot box. And when you level up from 2 to 3, I got a loot box. So I imagine you'll get a loot box for every level that you do. But there is this button here that says Shop. Now, I don't know what this does. It's grayed out. I can't click it. Click. Can't click it. It does nothing. So I don't know what's there. But I imagine that it is either a shop where you can buy loot boxes with the currency you get by maybe selling doubles or something, similar to how Hearthstone cards work. You can dust additional cards that you have and then buy or enchant more cards that you have. Maybe it's something like that, or maybe it's just a shop where you buy loot boxes and then you open the loot boxes. But regardless, there are loot boxes. It doesn't appear to need a key for them, so we're not like Super Team Fortress 2, not that I disagree with that system, but it just appears that you get a loot box and you open a loot box. So what does opening a loot box look like, you ask? Let's have a look. So, this is actually really cool. So I got a voice line, a spray, and 2 skins. Wow. I was not expecting that. Last time I got 3 sprays and a voice line. This is a really good pack. Yeah, so now I have this skin, which you can click on and you can preview it, and you can see entirely what it looks like, which is the violet skin for Tracer, which is a shame because I'm really bad at Tracer. And then I have the sky skin for Bastion. All of these are entirely cosmetic; they do nothing. I got the little Torbjorn armor spray, and I have very good. And I have a new voice lines. Yeah, and that's what the packs are. This is an amazing pack as far as I can tell. This is the second pack I've opened, and I got 2 skins out of it, and I imagine skins are going to be pretty rare. So I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how the shop's going to work. I hope it works, that you can sell your doubles or sell things you don't want. But I don't know. As far as I can tell, the gameplay, from what I've played of it, is exactly the same. There's nothing drastically changed. A few little balance tweaks here and there, but I've played a couple on Gibraltar, one on Kings Row. The game feels exactly the same. Don't worry about it. It feels slightly better because it's been optimized slightly. I don't want to say significantly, but I feel it has been optimized a little bit. And there is a little bit of lag at the moment, but of course, beta servers just came up. Everyone's going to be going crazy. So that's that. I really like the new changes to it. I think they are really, really, really cool. I'm really curious to how they do the loot box system, but as long as it's all cosmetic, I don't have a problem with it at all. I wouldn't even mind them if they start doing weapons and stuff, but again, as long as the weapons are entirely cosmetic, it'll be quite cool to give Hanzo a gun, but have the gun fire the exact same way the bow does. I don't know, just stuff like that. As long as it's cosmetic, it's fine. But I really like what they've done so far. I think it's really good. It's a real step in the right direction. I really hope they keep on going in the same way. But that's going to be it for today. Gameplay will come tomorrow and in the following days. There'll be anything new there really. But I just want to show you guys what it's like and do some more loot boxing, because opening loot boxes is great fun. Thank you very much for watching. I am Mr. G, and I will see you next time.